Yes, I already uploaded it, so I'll upload the answer also. All right, so this class will start in few minutes, so just stay tuned. Yeah, is there anything you want to ask me before the class start? Yeah, some student cannot join. I guess have some problem. Yeah, just wait for a while. Yeah, this is Johor paper, and some question actually is quite tough also. So I'll wait for a while. I try to help some student to join here also. Yeah, we will discuss the Johor paper, Johor 2016 paper. It's a state paper for 2016. Share the permanent bookmark and come back anytime. Yeah, just wait for another few minutes. I'm trying to help two students to join the class. Yeah, they have some technical issue. Okay, I'm waiting them to reply. If they still haven't replied me, I will start in 1 minute. Okay, maybe I try to help them later because yeah, they're actually not replying me, but it's okay. So today we discuss about the Johor State paper, and then yeah, now I will share the screen to you. Okay, why today is a little bit different now when I screen sharing application window. Okay, are we using the same thing? Okay, it's actually not the. Oh, okay, it's over here. Okay, first I want to test that all of you can see the screen. Should be able to see the screen right now. Yes. Okay, good. Then I will on the screen recorder. Bigger a bit. Sure. I try to make it into 250%. Because if too big, it's very hard for me to write also. Yeah, I guess should be okay. Okay, I will start the screen recording. Okay, so yeah, as usual, you start in 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Yep. Okay, so today we discuss about the Johor State paper. This is 2016, paper 1 for SPM additional mathematics. All right, so let's have a look on the first question. Diagram 1 show the function f that map the set A to the set B. So in order to do this question, yeah, basically you will need to understand what is the pattern. So you can see this one is like one value to many. So you see one x to many y, or once in the set A, in the many in the set B. So it's very easy. This one is just one to many. Right? It's very easy. All right, the second one, using the function notation, write the relationship between A and B. Right, so now you have to see the relationship between A and B. So let's have a look on this one first. 9. And 9 will become positive negative 3. If 9 will become positive negative 3, we straight away know the answer, which is the square root 9, isn't it? If I square root 9, I will get positive 3 and negative 3 because square root have positive negative. So same thing, if I square root 36, I will get positive negative 6. So if you know that, so our answer is just f dot dot x. This is my function for square root x. Okay, just like this. This is so-called the set notation. Yeah, so if the question asks about set notation, basically you just sort of write the formula for it. Okay, so if okay, then I will move on. Okay, so yeah, so for the next one, for second question, okay, g of x equals to 3 over 3x minus 4, where x cannot be 4 over 3, yes, and fx equals to 3x plus 2, find the values of gx. Right, so this one basically is quite simple if you understand about the substitution method. All right, so in this case, what I will do is I will try to make the fx become m. Okay, so I will let fx equals to m. So therefore, this is m, isn't it? This is fx. Fx will become m. This is fx, isn't it? So fx will become m. So what happened is I start from this equation over here first. So since the fx is equals to 3x plus 2, then I will say m equals to 3x plus 2. I will leave it here first. And then I go back to the gfx. Gfx is equals to 3 over 3x minus 4. Since my fx is m, so I'm going to call this one as gm. So gm equals to 3 over 3x minus 4. All right, if this is gm, if this one is gm, on the other side, here must in term of m, isn't it? Must in term of m, must be something m. Then we can easily get gx because the question asks us to find gx. So I must make the thing here in term of m, but then I only have x here. So what I can do over here is, over here, over this equation, m equals to 3x plus 2, I will try to make x as a subject in term of m, then I substitute the x, go back to the gm. All right, so over here, if I move the 2 and 3 to the other side, I will get m minus 2 over 3 equals to x. All right, then I will substitute this equation over here because I want in terms of m, isn't it? So what I will get gm equals to 3 over 3x minus 4. What's my x? My x is m minus 2 over 3. So you can find out now on the other side is in terms of m already, right? Then 3 and 3 I simplify. I will get gm equals to 3. M minus 2 minus 4 is minus 6, m minus 6. But the question is not asking us about the gm. The question basically asking us about gx, isn't it? So I will change whatever m into the x. Okay, we can always do that. If you want to find g5, you can change whatever m into the 5. All right, this is how we actually, do the equation. The function. All right, and then something I want to add on is, for this one set notation, I think if you write fx equals to square root x, the examiner will still mark you correct. However, this one is the proper way to for us to write the set notation. You just imagine something like f dot dot x. Some reference book actually will draw one line and then draw the arrow. But some reference book just dot dot x and then they draw the arrow. I think both of these should be okay. But if you write the equal, I guess the examiner will mark you correct as well. But I'm not 100% sure, but I prefer you write in the set notation pattern. Right? Because unless the question asks you to find the equation of fx, then you use the equal sign should be correct. But set notation will be slightly different. And I see that symbol actually start to hang at the beginning, but it's fine. Yeah, I can't do anything for it. I will just restart it later if it's too troublesome. All right, so fx equals to 5x plus k, and then f square x equals to 10 nx minus 6. All right, something I want to mention here is a lot of students will think f square x is basically equals to fx square. If you think like this, you are wrong because they are not equal. Right? What is the real meaning for fx? X means f multiply fx. That means substitute fx into the fx. It doesn't mean square the 5x plus k. All right? So you have to understand that. So the question tell me f square x equals to 10 and x minus 6. So therefore, on this side itself, I will substitute fx into the fx. You see what happens if I substitute fx into fx? My fx is 5x plus k. So what is my x here? My x here will be fx. So fx is 5x minus plus k. Okay, this is how I substitute fx into the fx. Then you just solve this one, you will get 25x plus 5k plus 1k plus 6k equals to 10 and x minus 6. So over here, I will focus on two things. One, I will comparing the coefficient of x. which is 25 equals to 10n. The other one, I will comparing the constant value, which is the one without the x. All right, so I get 6k equals to -6. All right, so what happened here is I will just solve it. So n basically equals 25 over 10. So n basically equals to 5 over 2. Done. So k equals to -6 over 6. K equals to -1. Done. All right, this format is just like this. So you need to understand what is the f square x. This one means f. All right, then you just do the fx x on the other side, and then you're comparing the thing with x and the thing without x. It shouldn't be too difficult for you. Let me see, is that the student sent me something? Yeah, I'm trying to help the students, so just give me a moment. Okay. I guess they are still cannot join, even though I do not know why. Okay, it doesn't matter. Yes, some student might wondering, yeah, why I get 6k here is instead of, yeah, I mean, why I didn't, why it changed the color straight away for everything. Okay, why I get 6k here? Because 5 multiply k here, I basically will give me 5k. 5k plus 1k, so I actually do some short form, is 6k because it's 5k plus k. It's not like I multiply wrongly. So yeah, it's just basically 5 multiply 5x, you basically get 25x, and 5 multiply k is 5k plus 1k, you get 6k. All right, I hope you do understand that. So I will just move on to the next question. Okay, number 4. So the straight line y equals to 5 minus x does not intersect. So what's the meaning of does not intersect? When you see does not intersect, mean b squared minus 4ac less than 0. This is a very important keyword. It's sort of bonus mark. You just need to memorize it. That's all. Then you can easily get this mark. But before you substitute b squared minus 4ac, a lot of students ask me the same question every time. Should I substitute the ABC from this equation or from this equation? It's neither of them. Why? Because actually you have to join these two equations together first. Because in order to take out ABC, your equation must be in general form, which is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. That means you see the whole equation here, you do not see any y, isn't it? Do not see y. So that means you cannot have y, but then you see both y over here, isn't it? So what I will do is I will substitute the y into the y. So I will get 5 minus x equals to negative x squared plus x plus p. And then I make my x squared always positive. So I move everything to the other side. So I get x squared minus 2x and then plus 5 minus p equals to 0. So in this case, I know that a is equals to 1. My b is actually equals to -2. And my c is basically equals to 5 minus p. So I just substitute everything I have into the equation. I can find a range value of p. All right, so b squared minus 4ac. So b squared minus 4ac is less than 0. Now I solve this one. 4 minus 20 plus 4p is less than 0. Then 4p, this one is -16, become positive 16. So p less than 4. All right, this is how actually we get the range of p. It's very easy. It's sort of bonus mark as long as you understand what is the meaning for does not intersect. All right, and then the second information, first you have to understand what is the meaning of does not intersect. Second, you have to understand that you have to sub y into y. Okay, mean you have to solve both of the y first, then you should be able to get the so-called general equation here. And then only you take out ABC. You don't straight away take the ABC from this equation. A lot of students will tell me A is -1, B is 1, C is P. And then why the question want to give you this equation? It doesn't make sense. All right, so yeah, a lot of students even argue with me to say that does not intersect, why still need to substitute into each other? I guess the reason is because you need to form the general equation first, then only you can do this thing. So even it does not intersect, you still need to substitute into each other. Okay, yes, it's actually sort of simultaneous equation. Okay, so yeah, go to number 5. We form a quadratic equation. We have the root. So I have one of the root is 4, and the other root is 3 over 5 of it. So I know my beta is basically 3 over 5 of it, of 4. So this is 3 over 5 of 4. So my beta basically equals to 12 over 5. And then the question asked me to form the quadratic equation. I basically, I know I have to use this formula lah. X squared minus sum of root x plus product of root equals to 0. So what I can do it here is I do sum of root. You know alpha and beta is the root, right? So sum of root means 4 plus this one, mean alpha plus beta. And then we do product of root. Product of root means alpha multiply beta. So this one actually we will get 48 over 5. And then this one, if we sum 20, we will get 32 over 5. I hope I'm correct. So what I will do is I will just substitute back into this equation. Minus 32 over 5x plus 48 over 5 equals 0. I multiply 5 for the whole equation because I do not like about fraction. So I will basically get this thing as my final answer. So basically it's quite simple. So you just need to understand the sentence. What is the meaning have the root? Okay, have a root. You have to always assume root basically means answer of x. Mean answer of x. Okay, so yeah, I mean one of your answer is 4, and then the other answer basically is 3 over 5 of the 4. So you should have both of this answer. Yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, so let me just move on. Is it okay if you do not multiply 5? Yes. You can leave your equation in this pattern. I guess you will got full mark also. But yeah, but this one look nicer lah because I just do not like about fraction. But for your question, yes, you can live in that form. Okay. This question is a bit crazy. I mean, yeah, that's why I spent more than half hour to try to understand this question. It's not really hard, but then it's not easy either. Okay, the diagram 6 show the bridge supported by a parabola-shaped building. So basically, you see a parabola-shaped building, and which is something over here. I mean, yeah, let me change black color. It's something over here. This is so-called a parabola-shaped. Right, so definitely my drawing is failed. So you have this parabola shape, and then this parabola shape basically will give you one equation on it. And then the equation basically is y equals to negative 10. I mean, y equals to negative 1 over 1000 x squared plus 4. All right, this is the equation of the bridge. All right, and then, yeah, the information here is quite confusing. So the question says the distance between two ends of the curve, which is located on the bridge 400 meters. So assume this corner, let me use other color. This corner into this corner, their distance should be 400. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can see it. Yeah, just let me know if you cannot see it. All right, so then what happened is, and the height of the bridge from the ground is 5 meters. So I guess what the question is trying to say is the height here will be 5 meters. Okay, that means from the ground. All right, so, and then find the maximum height of the building from the ground. So now the question basically asks you to, yeah, find the total length from here to here, from the ground to the maximum height of the bridge. Okay, so what I will do for this question is, because I say it's quite hard, yeah, so what I will do is the maximum height. Okay, so in order to get the maximum height of the building, so you will need to do something. Okay, so first thing is I will need to understand about the maximum thing first. So I will do dy dx equals to 0. Dy dx basically is -2 over 1000 x squared equals to 0. So x basically equals to 0, 0, 0, 0, x equals to 0. So therefore I know in order to get a maximum which is highest, my x should be at the 0. So this is sort of my y-axis. All right, so in order to get my x-axis, so I will just sketch out the thing to actually give you a better idea. So we have a curve look like this. All right, this curve actually we have the bridge here. Yeah, the iron or something like that. And then we have the ground, and then we actually from the ground is 5 meters. Yeah, from the ground is 5 meters over here. And then we know the distance from here to here is basically is 400 because it's given from two corners. So since this is parabola graph, so I know here should be 200 and here should be another 200. Because this parabola graph is always symmetry. All right, so what will happen is since my maximum point over here is 0, I mean here is 0, so I will need to find the values of y. So in order to find the value of y, I will just substitute the 0 into the y equation. So I will get the whole thing become 0, my y equals to 4. Right, so yeah, if you don't understand how I get this, you basically can try to substitute the 0 into here. You'll get y equals to -1 over 1000, 0 squared plus 4. So this is how actually I get the value of 4. Okay, so I hope you're okay. Yeah, plus 4. So therefore, I will get y equals to 4. All right, so let's come back to this question. Okay, now the most difficult part about this question is we do not actually know about x-axis. Where is exactly the x-axis? So we will need to find. Why need to dy dx? Because the question basically say about maximum. What I say, whenever you see maximum or minimum, you always need to differentiate or completing the square. You only have two choices, you have to choose one. Okay, so in this case, what I will do is, okay, since I have some coordinate here. Yeah, I will have some coordinate here. I mean, okay, since I know it's 200 each side, so I know from here to center point. So here should be 200 of something, which I call it y. And same thing, this one should be 200 of something, which I call y. All right, so what I will do is I will try to substitute one of the coordinate into my equation. So let you see what will happen if I substitute it into it. So my y basically equals to -1 over 1000. My x is basically, yeah, my x is basically 200. 200 squared plus 4. And then we'll solve this equation real quick. 200 squared divided by 1000 plus 4. Again, oh, it's negative. It's negative. I mean, okay, let me see. 200 squared. Okay. And then multiply -1 divided by 1000. Am I do something wrongly again? Okay, never mind. I just key in the whole equation. Yeah, I just don't know which part I type it wrong. 20 squared plus 4. Yup, you should be able to actually guess the answer as -36. So since your y is -36, what is the meaning if you get a y equals to -36? That mean you should have your y-axis over here. This is your x-axis over here. So here is 0. So until here, this coordinate over here is y equals to -36. All right, so now the question asks me to find about the total height. So in order to find the total height, I will just plus the 4 meter. I will actually just plus the 4 meter here, and then I plus the 36 here, and then I plus the 5 here. So this is 4, this is 36, this is 5. So in order to get the maximum height, So you see the maximum height should be 5 plus 36 plus 4. All right, so it should be 45. All right, this is how we actually do this kind of question. It's not as easy as you think, because the problem is we tend to assume the straight bridge here actually is the x-axis, but in this case it is not. Yeah, so it's a bit quite confusing, but I hope you can actually understand from my diagram. But there's negative 36. Yes, even this is negative 36, but then because now actually we actually calculate about height. So we have to change everything negative into the positive. Because we have to change into the height. There's no height in this world is negative. Do you get it? Okay, so yeah. And then this one is basically completing a square. I will go and grab a drink. I will come back in 10 seconds. Okay. So are you able to do this one? Yeah, this one is very easy. So you just do the completing a square as usual, but when I do the completing a square, I always want to make sure I rearrange the equation first and then I arrange back to the pattern they love. So I would always do something like x squared first and then x second, number at the last. So what I would do is I say the completing a square, the x squared must always positive 1. So I will factorize out negative 1. I will get x squared minus 4x plus 2. And then real quick, and then this one actually is x squared minus 4x. And then what I will do here is I will plus something square minus something square. And then the rest is still the same. I'll close the bracket and then I will plus 2. Okay, the something here is basically the whatever inside the bracket, the b divided by 2. B is negative 4. Negative 4 divided by 2, basically you'll get negative 2. Negative 2. And then now the first 3 terms you will need to join together to form something square. The something over here is basically take the first term and the last term without the square. So it's x minus 2. All right, and then negative 1 is still outside. And then minus 4 plus 2. Okay, so yeah, one last step. Basically, I multiply negative 1 into it. So I get negative 1. I mean x minus 2 squared, and negative 1 multiply into the negative 4, I will basically get positive 4 plus 2 is plus 6. All right, then only I arrange into the pattern they like, which is y equals to 6 minus x minus 2 squared. Okay, this is so I know my p is equal to 6, my q is equal to negative 2. And then state the coordinate of the turning point. Since the completing the square can always tell you what is your maximum, right? So according to this equation, your maximum is 2. I mean, maximum is 2 and 6. All right, so it's very simple. So if you couldn't understand, maybe I write at the back here. So I get the x value inside the bracket. You just assume inside the bracket x minus 2 equals 0. Your x should equals to 2. And then same thing go into the y. Okay, I mean the y value is just take the value at the back, which is a 6. Which is a 6. Okay, this is how we actually get the 4 mark here. Okay, find the range values of x for which this equation. So basically you need to solve this equation. So I will just multiply it one by one and then solve it definitely. So yeah, 5x multiplied 2, basically you will get 10x. 5x multiply negative x, you will get negative 5x squared. And then 1 will multiply 2, you will get plus 2. 1 will multiply that one, you get negative x. All right, so it's less or equals to 2x plus 4. Then we'll solve this one definitely. I make here become 0. So this one is 5x squared. And then 2x minus with 10x is negative 8x. And then 4 minus with 2. So I will get positive 2. All right, so what I will trying to do here is I trying to factorize it. Can I? Let's see. Yeah, this is 5x, this is x. And then in order to get a, I will use 2 1. No, 2 1, it gives me 9. Okay, so am I doing anything wrong here? I mean 10x minus 5x squared, and then this one is plus 2, and then this one is minus x, less or equals to, okay, it seems correct. 5x squared minus 10x minus 8x, so this one is plus 2. Yeah, correct one. But how come we couldn't factorize this one? So let me use calculator to test. Can we factorize it? Negative 8, 2. Yeah, actually we get some decimal. And I don't think our answer is decimal. Okay, 10x multiply that one is negative 5x squared. X is 2. Is positive 2 and minus x, minus 2x. Oh, I forget about the negative x. What am I thinking? The negative x. Yes, thank you. So negative x move to the other side is basically you will get plus 1x, so it's minus 7x. Yeah, then it should be easy. It should be easy. This one should be 2 and 1, negative and negative. All right, then this is bigger, so I always will draw out this thing. So I will basically get 1 and 5 over 2. Bigger mean going these two direction. So my x should be less than 1, less or equals to 1. My x should be bigger or equals to 2.5. All right, or 5 over 2. All right, so yeah, that's all. And thanks for reminding me about that. I a bit blurred today. All right, this one, whenever you solve the so-called the statistic question, whenever you solve the statistic indices question, so you see the minus. Do you see this minus is not in the power? So if you see the minus is not in the power, what you need to do is you will need to do the substitution method. Means something like I will let maybe 3 power of x equals to m. Okay, so whenever you see plus or minus is not on the power, what do I mean by not on the power? You compare the negative here and negative here. The negative for x minus 2 actually is the minus for power, isn't it? This one negative is the minus for normal number, so it's just a normal minus. So whenever you see plus or minus is not in the power in this first question, I will recommend you to do the substitution method. Okay, so you see what happened is, since I let 3 power of x equals to m, so what I will have is I will have some, okay, let me simplify this one first. Minus 2 means divide 3 power of 2 equals to 8 over 27. Then I substitute in here, this is m, and then it is m over 9 equals to 8 over 27. And then basically I will make them have the same denominator. So this is over 1, right? So I will multiply 9, multiply 9. So I get 8m over 9 equals to 8 over 27. So m equals to 8 over 27 multiply 9 over 8. So if I simplify it, I should be able to get m equals to 1 over 3. So what is my m? My m is 3 power of x. What is 1 over 3? Is 3 power of -1. So x is equals to -1. All right, just like very easy. Yes. Okay, so this question, you always need to do the substitution, and then you can make the whole equation look very simple. Okay, so let's go to number 10. Okay, it's a log question. Log 3, 2 equals to P, log 3, 7 equals to Q, and then you want to log 9, 98. So I will try to solve the 98 first. I must divide by 2 and 7. So let's divide by 7 first. So I will say 98 divided by 7. So I get 7 and 14. Right, then I divide. The 7 is prime number already. As long as you get the prime number, you can stop. 14 is not the prime number. I will divide again. I get 2, 7. Okay, all is prime number here? Yes. Then I have 1, 7, 2, 7. We call 7 square. And then we have 1, 2 here. So multiply 2. Right, so basically, if you understand about this thing, okay, so then you should be able to solve this one real quick. So this is log 9. 98 we solved already is 7 square multiply 2. So basically this one should be log 9 7 square. Multiply means plus log 9 2. The square I say many times we can move to the front. So log 9 7. Log 9 7 should equals to, okay, there's no log 9 here. So what I can do is I need to change into log 3. So change the base, log 3, 7 right at the top, 9 right at the bottom. So I will do the same thing for this one. Log 3, 2 right at the top, 9 right at the bottom. Then I almost got the answer. All right, so of course you have to know log 3, 9 is equal to 2. I said many times already, because 9 is basically 3 square. So this one basically equal to 2, this one basically equals to 2. 2 and 2, I basically, you see, I simplified 2 and 2 here. I basically get log 3, 7. All right, and this one, the 2 here, we can't simplify. So what I will do is, I will move to the front. This is 1 over 2. 2 will become, divide 2 is actually become 1 over 2, multiply log 3, 2. Okay, so I have log 3, 7 equals to Q, plus log 3, 2 equals to P, half P. Right, this is how we solve this kind of question. It's not really hard. Sir, can show other example like 98? Yeah, definitely. Okay, if you do not like about 98, maybe yeah, we try something really big. Okay, this is just an example, nothing to do with this question. Since the student asked about this, so let's say I change the question a bit. I say this is log 3 2744, and then I ask you to use the log 3 2 equal to P and log 3 7 equals to Q to express this one in terms of P and Q. What do you mean other example? What do you mean by other example? So can show other example like 98. Okay, so I keep going first. If you find out any similar example, just let me know. Yeah, because this question is actually not really tough. You can try to do it yourself. So what you need to do is you want to know 98. Your first step is you want to know 98. Inside the 98, you have how many 7 and 2. That means 98 must be some power of 2. I mean some number 2 power of something multiply 7 power of something. But then you do not know, so that this is the reason why I will do the first step here. Because I want to know, yeah, if you can divide by all these prime number, that means all these prime number multiply, you will get that value. Okay, so this is how, so no matter how complicated the number you got, you just do this one. Definitely is correct one. Okay, so, let me move on. Okay, the first 3 terms of arithmetic progression is this one. So basically, you know, A is 43 and D is basically 39 minus 43. D equals to -4. All right, so now I have my A and I have my D. Okay, so yeah, so the end term of the arithmetic the nth term of this propagation is negative. Find the least values of n. So I know Tn is negative, mean less than 0. Okay, less than 0 mean negative. So whenever the question say negative, you should know it's less than 0. So I will just apply the formula a plus n minus 1d is less than 0. My a is 43. My n is unknown. My d is given is negative 4, less than 0. So what I will do is I will try to solve this question. Okay, so this one is 43 plus 1. They are multiply. Okay, this one is multiply. Please do the bracket. See, this one should be negative 4n plus 4. Okay, less than 0. So 4n, I move to this side. Here is 47. So n basically it should be 47 divided by 4. So you should able to get 11.75 TH. So since n need to be bigger, because they want at least. Okay, so at least is negative. So I will say, yeah, it must be bigger, right? So n equals to 12. So you choose the closer number. Because what? Because if n is bigger than 11.75, then n can be 12, can be 13, can be until 9999 also can. So n can be any, is an infinity number of n. So this is the reason why they say they want the least value. Least value means from the infinity number of n here, you choose the smallest one. This is what we call least. All right, so you solve it, you should be able to get n equals to 12. Yeah, it won't be very hard. So you just need to understand the question. Okay, this one is a little bit complicated, but I guess it's still okay. Diagram 12 shows some circle having the same center, and the radius of the circle is 96 centimeter, and the radius of subsequent, so here is 96. The subsequent will be half of the previous circle, so it will be 96 divided by 2. So here is 48, and then you keep on divided by 2, this is 24, and ... Mean you keep on divide 2. So given that the area of the n circle is 9 pi centimeter square, find the value of n. So now basically what I want to do is I will need to form a progression for area. See, the question is asking about area. All right, so I know area of triangle basically is pi r square. So it's very dependent on the r here. So I will solve the first one. This one area is pi. My r is 96 square. So this one basically is 96 square. Yeah. So you get 9216 pi for the first circle. I mean for the second one, I write A1, A2. So do the same thing, pi 48 square. So 48 square, so you basically get 2304 pi. And then same thing to the third circle, I will actually do something like pi 24 square. So 24 square, you basically get 576 pi. Alright, why I leave in terms of pi is because now if I form the new progression by myself, 9216 pi, 2304 pi, 576 pi plus ... Alright, so since I want to find the nth term, so I will need to know about my first term and my radius first. Okay, because given that the area of n term is 9 pi. So what I will do is, for this one, I know this is my A. So my A is basically 9216 pi. I want to find my R. My R is second term divided by first term, right? So divided by this one. So I will use 2304 divided by 9216. Pi and pi is already simplified. So R actually equals to 1/4. So if you R equals to 1/4, now you can actually find the, given that the area of the n. So you can find Tn. My A is 9216 pi. And then Tn equals to A plus n minus 1d plus n minus 1. which is the unknown here. D is basically, what am I doing? This one is GP. Why I use the AP formula? This is GP, so we have to use the GP formula. So yeah, GP for Tn is AR n minus 1. So the n term is given already, is 9 pi. So what I will do is, my A is 9216 pi, my R is 1 over 4, and then this one should be n minus 1. So what I will do is I try to solve the equation here. Trying to solve the equation here. So what I will do is I will move the 9216 pi to the other side. You get the 9 pi divided by 9216 pi equals to 1 over 4 n minus 1. All right, so I will do the 9 divided by 9216. So I will get a very nice number, which is, okay, this 4 I change to 4 power of negative 1 first. This is n minus 1. And then this one, actually, after I simplify already, the calculator is telling me this is 1 over 1024. But then because I want to save some space here, I know that 1024 should be 4 power of 5. So this one basically is equals to 1 over 4 power of 5. So if I change in this first form, this one called 4 power of negative 5. All right, since, yeah, I almost can done it. So what I will do is I will actually join them together. Negative 5 equals to 4 power of negative n plus 1. So 4 and 4 now can cancel. So 5 I move to n, I move to this side, n equals to 6. All right, this is how we actually do this kind of question. It might be a little bit difficult, yes, because yeah, it gives you a radius and then it asks you to solve the area. So what you need to understand for this kind of question is that you ask you area, for is for your area. And because both of these have different A and different R, so therefore I would recommend you to do it separately. Just do not want to confuse you. Okay. Question 13. Okay. This question I already clarified with my Johor student, and then they say the teacher also think this question has some problem. So I will not solve this. I will not solve this question because, yeah, I guess this question has some problem. And I checked the marking scheme. The marking scheme actually is not saying about this question. So I will just skip this question. Okay, I will skip this question. Okay, so yeah, let's go to the next question. Okay, so for question 14. Okay, question 14 over here, you know this is intercept form. What's the meaning for intercept form is my laptop didn't start. Why? Is your laptop start? Yeah, so far so good. He haven't hang yet. I hope it won't. Okay, so yeah, so you have to understand this one is called intercept form. That's mean the basic formula is like this: y over b equals to 1. I say many times the a here is x-intercept, and then b here is basically is a y-intercept. Okay, that's mean over here my x-intercept, this is my x-intercept, isn't it? It's 4h. So I know 4h is equals to 16. H equals to 4. And then I know my y-intercept here is negative 10. So 5k equals to negative 10. K equals to negative 2. This question is sort of bonus mark. Just depend whether you can understand the formula or not. So if you cannot understand the formula, you will actually lost this. I guess it's just 2 marks for this one. Yeah, so let me move on to this one. Okay, so yeah, solve this trigo. So it's quite simple because I see sine square change into 1 minus cos square. Okay, just apply the formula into that. It is nothing very special here, equals to 1. So I will solve this equation. And I hope I can actually get a nice one. So I move everything to the other side. It will be 2 cos square x minus cos x plus 2 minus 2. It will be minus 1. All right, then I will factorize this one. I will get 2 cos x, and then this one is cos x. I will use 1 and 1. This is negative, this is positive. All right, so yeah, so I will get two answers. One is cos x is equals to negative 1 over 2, or cos x equals to 1. So 1 over 2, the negative thing, whenever you have negative on the other side, you have to find reference angle first. Reference angle means you move your cos to the other side, ignore about negative. You should be able to get a 60 degree. And then you have to analyze yourself for the add sugar to coffee. You have to analyze which quadrant actually cos will get negative. So if you understand cos will get negative, mean basically second and third. So second quadrant means 180 minus angle. Third quadrant means 180 plus angle. So what I will do is I will find my x is 180 minus 60, which is 120, and 180 plus 60, which is 240. All right, then I will do the cos x equals to 1. So this one you can basically use the calculator, and use the calculator, it will tell you should be 0. Shift cos 1, yeah, calculator will tell you 0. But I know the other answer should be 360. Why do I know that? Because I understand about the graph. For cos graph, you will get 1, which is 0, and 360. So therefore, I know you should have all of this answer: 0, 120, 240, 360. All right, this is how you get the 3 mark here. Yeah, you mean for this question, I don't know, you can try to do, and actually I try to do 30 minutes because the question is quite confusing. Yeah, so I just don't take this kind of question to confuse you. It's not about difficult, it's about the question is not complete and it's not comprehensive enough. So therefore I will skip this question. Okay, anyways, let's go to the 16. Okay, for this question, you see two diagrams. 16, okay, diagram 16a show the curve y equals to, okay, this one is y equals to 4x cubed plus a. All right, diagram 16b show the straight line. Okay, so yeah, this is y equals to 4x cubed plus a. Oh, show the straight line version of the curve. All right, so okay, express. So the straight line version actually give you this one. All right, so this is the difficult question because at the first you will need to see the relationship between them. So what do I mean by see the relationship between them is like, okay, first is for this straight line, y equals to 8x plus c. So only information I have it here is the gradient become a. All right, and then this one is constant. What do I mean by constant? Constant means it cannot have x or y on it. So in order to make a as a gradient, that's mean beside the x I must have something. So what I will do is I try to divide the x cubed for every single one. So you're trying to imagine my y is y over x cubed. All right, and then this is 8 divided by x cubed, isn't it? Can I say this is 8 multiply 1 over x cubed? And then the 4 here. And then the 4 here, if I simplify and simplify, I'll get plus 4. All right, and I have some issue over here because my intercept over here is 2, it's not 4. So yeah, it cannot be. Let me see. Yeah, you should get 2 for this one. What the question one? Express y in terms of x. Is it 2 and 1/4 is a ratio, or this one actually is the coordinates? Because the question doesn't say so, I have the marking scheme over here. I hope actually the marking scheme can help a little bit. Okay, is not so helpful, I guess. Yeah, then I got it correct. I got it correct, but why it got +2? Divide x cube, divide x cube, divide x cube. All right, so let's see. Internal x and y. Diagram 16a show the curve, and diagram 16b show the straight line. Obtain equals to 4x cubed is expressed into that form. Plus c. Okay, so I guess I don't know. This question is actually seems a little bit weird because actually it shouldn't get 4. Yeah, means maybe we can solve this one. Now the problem is this one related to this one? If related, then something wrong for this equation, because at the end here we should get +2. After we solve already, we should get +2. I was thinking maybe you can divide 2 for everything, but if you divide 2 already, the gradient cannot remain a. So this is the big problem here. And even I checked the marking scheme is just ignore. So it said x equals to 1/x cubed. This is what I got. Y equals to y/x cubed is what I got also. But then they actually can get something like +2. So I guess there's something wrong for the questions here. So no way you can do like this. So yeah, unless this one and this one is ratio, yeah, then it's correct. So this is my final answer. Yeah, this one should be the correct one. 8 equals to 2 power of 3. Yeah, 8 is equals to 2 power of 3. Then you substitute it into it. But then the question tell you the 8 basically is the gradient. That means you cannot change into the 2 power of 3. If you change into the 2 power of 3, your gradient will become 2. Yeah, so I guess something wrong for this question, but it's fine. Let us just move on. So basically what you need to do is you just, from this equation here, you just make the one of it become constant. So in this case, at the beginning, at first 8 is a constant, but then the straight line, the linear law equation over here, they do not want 8 as a constant, they want another constant. So since 8 cannot be constant, so you want to make this one become the constant. This is the first constant, then you have to make 4 become constant. So this is the reason why I get the idea why I need to divide it by x power of 3. All right, but then after I solve already, I actually get this one. And this one is my y. My capital Y equals to y/x cubed. And my capital X is equal to 1/x cubed. It's totally same with the marking scheme. But then the big problem here is my C is 4. But then the C from the diagram itself is 2. So I say unless this one is ratio, if not, this drawing is wrong. Okay, so anyways, if you find out any things like, yeah, you find out any other method to solve, maybe you can let me know. But I'm pretty sure it's wrong because I do so many linear law questions. Yeah, they express, yeah, of course, in this question, basically they want this thing. Yes, they only want both of this one. But then the problem is I cannot accept there's a 4 here, but the diagram here is 2 because it doesn't seem make sense for me. All right, it's finally hanged, so I will need to restart the thing here. Okay, so let me move on. Okay, so question 17. Okay, so for this question, ABCD is a parallelogram with the condition AB is 9B, AD is... Okay, so I will just trying to sketch out the ABCD. Since parallelogram means this one must be parallel to this one, and this one must be parallel to this one. And then a lot of students like worry so much how they write ABCD will affect the answer. Yeah, you no worry, you can just simply write your ABCD, but then your ABCD can be either clockwise or anti-clockwise. Mean you can write like this, A, B, C, D is okay. Or you write like this, A, B, C, D is correct as well. Okay, clockwise or anti-clockwise, it doesn't matter. Even you want to start A from somewhere else, A, B, C, D is still correct. Okay, as long as you follow the order clockwise or anti-clockwise. But something you cannot do is you cannot something like A, B, C, D. Okay, this one is definitely wrong. Okay, this is some common sense lah. All right, so I will just do the usual one, A, B, C, D. All right, so A to B is 9B, so here is 9B, so here is 9B as well, because this is parallelogram. And A to D, I mean, follow the arrow, A to D, opposite direction, is 12A. So here is 12A in this direction. All right, so it's 12A. So T was on the lines of AC. So you have A to C. And then you will have this T, such that AT is 2, TC is 1. So you have a T over here and 2, 1. All right, so find DT. So you need to find DT. Okay, so before we do the DT, we better sort out what is AT first. So in order to do AT, okay, A to T, I know it's equals to 2 over 3 of AC, isn't it? You see carefully. AT is from here to here. Take 2. Whole AC you take 3. So whole AC you have 3. AT only take 2. So we call it 2 over 3 of AC. Okay, so therefore, I know it's 2 over 3. AC, we can solve it. It's equals to AB plus BC. Okay, so yeah, A to B is 9B. B to C is 12A. Of course, we will simplify it just like dividing 3. Dividing 3, you'll get 3. So you got 4B. I mean, you will get AC. Okay, anyway, you will get 4B. And then this one, you simplify 4 plus 8A. All right, this is AT. Now the question asks us to find what? Find DT. So DT, since I have AT already, I will say this is DA plus AT. So that means DA plus AT. DA is basically its opposite direction is negative 12A plus AD, AT, I mean AT is 4B plus 8A. So 12, negative 12, okay, negative 4A plus 4B. Yep, just like this. It should be very easy for this kind of question. But let me just double check is my answer correct? 17. 6B minus 12A. Why got 6B? Is that something wrong here? Or I multiply wrongly? 3. Oh, this is 6. Sorry. This is 6B. What's wrong with my math? Okay, so yeah, this is 6. And this is 6. All right, then this is correct. Because 203 multiply 9, you got 6. All right, this is just some simple question. Okay, don't do carry mistake like me. I'm just another bad example. Okay. Where are we? Okay, this one we did. Now we go to 18. So, yeah, it's 6B. Okay, so for this one, A plus B, so it should be very easy. So A is 9,2 and B should be 3K. So A plus B should be 12, 2 plus K. All right, so, and then the question tell me magnitudes of of AB is equal to 13. I say the magnitude here actually means length. Length actually means Pythagoras, which is x squared plus y squared. You must understand what is the meaning of magnitude in this topic. So therefore, since the question says 13, so I know 12 square plus 2 plus k square, square root, I will get 13. Okay, just do the Pythagoras. Just assume this is x, the bottom one is y. So therefore, I move the square root to here. The other side is 13 square is 169. This is 144 plus 4 plus 4k plus k square. All right, I will just solve this equation over here. So I get k square plus 4k. Okay, I solve a lot of number. This is 148. 148 minus 169. 148 minus 169. So it's negative 21 equals to 0. And then I just factorize it. This is k, this is k, this is 7, this is 3, this is positive, this is negative. So k equals to 3 or k equals to negative 7. All right, so yeah, so okay. So I guess it's just like this, should be very easy. And how you got 13? Yeah, because the 13 is given. The question say the magnitude is 13. So this is the reason why I get 13. Then I say just say equals to 13. Okay. Okay, so okay, this one is integration and only 2 marks. Even it seems like very hard, but then I guess it's not too bad. So this differentiate 2hx equals to 3gx. All right, so since I want to get something like this, so what I will do is I try to add the integration symbol for both. You can add the integration symbol in front of 3 or between the 3. Both should be okay. Okay, so yeah, but if 3 is a constant, I prefer add this symbol inside here. So I cancel out this one. All right, so something you have to understand is, I say many times, integrate and dx, you can simplify it. So I can cut out this one. So I only left 2hx. Since I have a 3 here, I will move to the other side. It become 1 over 3 multiply 2hx. All right, equals to integrate gx. But the question doesn't want me to integrate gx only. The question want me to gx multiply 7 divided by 2. So I will multiply 7 over 2 for both sides. And then we'll just multiply 7 times 2 is 14. And this one times this one is 6. hx equals to 7 integrate 7 gx over 2. However, this one I can simplify. I will always simplify it, become 7 over 3. Yeah, this is 7 over 3 hx. This is the answer. This question is actually a little bit confusing because the question doesn't tell you actually, you can leave your answer in terms of hx. Need to multiply both sides. Yes, whenever you multiply something into one side, you have to make sure you multiply on the other side as well. You always need to multiply for both sides. Okay, and it's hang again. Yeah, I guess it will start hanging until the question 25. So I'm sorry about that. Okay, the gradients to the curve. Okay, this is an equation of curve which passing through the point A is 3. So basically gradient is 3. Gradient of the curve I know is dy dx. You should always know this. Gradient actually means dy dx for curve. So the gradient is 3. And then passing through the point A. Okay, so A should have x and y but we do not know about that. So the question asks us to find the coordinate of it. So since dy dx, so what I will do is I will do dy dx first. So my dy dx basically equals to 4x minus 5. All right, so the question tells me dy dx is equal to 3. So I substitute the 3 into the dy dx here. So it's equals to 8 equals to 4x, x equals to 2. So if I x equals to 2 here, I can get y by substitute back into my equation. 2 squared minus 5, 2 plus 3. So my y is equals to 4, 8. 8 minus 10 is negative 2. Negative 2 is 1. So therefore, my coordinate A is 2, 1. It's very simple. Just need to understand the gradient means dy dx. That's all. All right, so let's move on to 21. Okay, given that the y equals to 4 over x squared and x change from 2 to 2 plus m. So this is change of x. I will use the new one, 2 plus m, minus the old one, so it's just m. Estimate the small change in y. So the question asks us to do the change of y. So I just write out the formula first. Change of y over change of x equals to dy dx. All right, so yeah, of course we will need to do the dy dx here. I mean, yes, we will need to actually do the dy dx here. So my y is, what happened to the line here? Can I adjust this line? Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, so yeah, my y is basically equal to 4 over x squared. So I will change it into the indices pattern. Then only I do the differentiation. So my dy dx equals to negative 8x minus 3. So this is negative 8 over x cubed. I say for this question, because there's no x value give you for dy dx, so you always substitute the old values of x. Always substitutes the old values of x. So you see, old change to the new one, isn't it? This is the old value. This is a new value. Okay, so old value is 2. So I'm going to substitute 2 into here, so I get negative 1. Just negative 8 divided by 2 power of 3, which is 8. 8 divided by 8, you get 1. So since I know that already, I can find my change of y easily. My change of y equals to dy dx is negative 1 multiplied with change of x. My change of x is m. So this question is just equals to negative m. Okay, it's 3 mark. But if you understand this one, it shouldn't be too difficult for you. Okay, for this question, OPQ and NRS, yeah, both are sector with the center O and center N. All right, so respectively. So given that the arc of PQ, so I know the arc of PQ, which is here, is equals to 17.08, and then the arc for RS, which is here, is basically equals to 3.95. All right, so respectively, and then I give you the angle for POQ. Okay, the angle here is basically 1.22. And then the angle for RNS, which is the angle here, is equals to 0.79. All right, so we have this information. We need to find the shaded region. So in order to do the shaded region, we need to find R first. So S equals to R theta. You should know about this formula. My S is 17.08. My R is unknown. My theta is 1.22. All right, then you just solve this one. This is a formula for arc length, just in case some students are very blur here. 17.08 divided by 1.22. So R is 14. Okay, so I do the same thing for, okay, so I know here is 14. So I do the same thing for the small sector. So the arc length is 3.95 equals to R 0.79. So my R is just 3.95 divided by 0.79. You'll get 5. So the small one here, I mean, yeah, here you actually get 5. All right, so since you have this already, the question basically asks you to find the area of the shaded region. So we know in order to find the area of the shaded region, what we do is basically we need to use the big sector minus the small sector. All right, so I will say area of shaded region is equals to big sector. Big sector basically is half R squared theta 1.22 minus the small sector. Okay, so the small sector over here, yeah, I changed everything to the black color again. I think there's lots of bug here. Okay, so minus half the small is 5 squared, theta is 0.79. All right, so yeah, then you just solve this one using calculator. 1 over 2 multiply 14 square multiply 1.22 minus 1 over 2 multiply 5 square multiply 0.79. So you'll get the shattered area is 109.685 centimeter square. Okay, just like this. So it should be very easy. Okay, so, okay. Next question, 23. Okay, this one is actually still okay, but a little bit confusing for some students. So in order to do this question, you must understand deeply about what is the meaning of probability. All right, so for diagram 23, show a journey from the position A to I. So basically your objective here is from A go to I. All right, and then head in the direction of the arrow is determined, so you have to follow the arrow. Okay, so our arrival at each intersection, any route can be selected to the following condition: must be in the direction of the arrow that have been determined. The probability that the path chosen is the same as the particular intersection. All right, so long the sentence. So calculate the probability that the course must pass through D. So you want to passing through D. So let's see how many ways we can passing through D here. So first, I go from A. When I go until B here, I have two choices. I can go to C, I can go to A, F, I can go to D. So at B itself, the probability should be 1 over 3 because I have three choices. Okay, so then I go to D because the question says must through D. So probability at D here, you only have one choice. It's just one. And then you go to H. H here you only have one choice because you can only go straight. You cannot go to F because the arrow is not allowed. Then you go to I. So this one is very easy. So this one, in order to from A, probability from A go to I, it's just 1 over 3 multiply 1 multiply 1. Multiply 1 multiply 1 multiply 1. So the answer is just 1 over 3. All right, so it's very simple. Okay, the next one, the probability that the course must passing through G. Okay, now they want passing through G. So let me change color. So must pass through this one. All right, so I guess there are two routes we can do that. Okay, first I go to the B. I can go to the B, and then I go up to the C, and then I come down, and then passing through G, I go to I. This is my first route. My second route, I can go to the B, I go straight, passing through F, and then I go straight here, passing through G, and then I come down. Okay, this is a two possibility. I cannot rotate to the D because the D, there's no way I'm going back out to the G here because of the arrow. So I will do the blue one first. Okay, blue, in order for the blue one from A to I, first you will need to go to the B first is 1 over 3. Then you go to the C is 1. Then you go to the E is still 1. Until you go to the F. You go to the F here, you got two choices. You can either go to the G or H. So it's multiply 1 over 2. Then you go to the G, you just multiply 1. So this one is basically 1 over 6. Okay, then we go to see the red one. Red one is another alternative from A to I. Okay, so you go to the B first is 1 over 3, and then you go straight to the F. F here you have two choices. You can go to G and H, right? So multiply 1 over 2. And then you go to the G is 1. Then you go to the I is 1. So this is 1 over 6. So therefore, for second part, your final answer should be 1 over 6 plus 1 over 6, which is 1 over 3. All right, this is how you do this kind of probability question. You must understand the logic. If you understand the logic of it, then it should be good. Okay, if no problem, I'm going to move on. But this kind of probability question is a bit different with what we always see. Okay, diagram 24 shows 7 card, okay, marked with a different letter. So find a number of ways the card can be arranged without repetition. So in this case, the question doesn't say within the 7 cards need to choose how many. So there's no way we will actually apply NPR or NCR. So normally I won't apply this one if the question doesn't say says they want to choose 5 from 7 or 3 from 7. They just doesn't say choose anything, mean they use all the card. So for the first one, it's just 7 factorial. So you get 5040. Isn't it? 7 factorial, 5040. Yes, correct. Okay, then 4 cards are selected from the group. Okay, now they want to choose 4 cards. Okay, find the number of choosing 2 cards marked with vowel. So over here, this one is a bit confusing, but if you understand, it's still okay. That means they want total, they want to choose 4 cards. And then they want 2 of the cards have the vowel. So that means this one must be vowel, and the other 2 one have to be consonant and consonant. Because not the vowel means it is consonant. Consonant means not A, E, I, O, U. Means it's B, C, D, F. All this we call consonant. Means not the A, E, I, O, U. Right? So, okay. Now, if you want to choose the card, you have to think, is the arrangement important here or not? In this case, the arrangement is not important because you just need to choose vowel and consonant. You choose which vowel first, it doesn't matter. So, in this case, we will use C. But how can we choose? We have to separate the card. So, I will separate the vowel first. We have 1 vowel, 2 vowel, 3 vowel. E, A, I. And then the rest is consonant. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, we have this is vowel, then consonant we have P, L, and G. So this is consonant, and then this is vowel. Okay, so vowel I have to choose 3 cards. I will choose 2 cards from the 3 cards here. So for the vowel here is 3 cards, I have to choose 2. For the consonant here, consonant you have 4 cards, you need to choose 2, isn't it? 4 cards, I need to choose 2, and then I multiply them, and then I get 18. This one just use the calculator. All right, it's not too bad, but then you need to understand in order to make sure you can choose vowel and you can choose consonant, you have to separate the card. All right. Okay, let's hang again before we go to the last question. But today is quite fast. I mean, yeah, it's not yet 10. Okay, is the probability distribution. Okay, the mass of the chicken in the poultry farm have the normal distribution with the mean 1.55. So this question gives me mean is 1.55 and standard deviation is 0.3. Okay, so the question asks you to find the mass of the chicken. So in this case, the first sentence I always call it X. So I call it X, I will let X equals to the mass of the chicken. Okay, so in this case, they ask you to find a mass which gives the standard score. What is the standard score? Yeah, standard score basically is a Z value. Okay, standard score is a Z value. Please remember all these scientific term or mathematic term. Standard score means Z value. That means the question tells you Z basically equals to negative 0.2. All right, so we have the formula for Z, isn't it? So it's equals to X minus mean over standard deviation. So I'm going to substitute it into here. X minus mean over standard deviation equals to negative 0.2. So the question want to find mass of the chicken means the question want to find X. So therefore, I know X minus 1.55 over 0.3 equals to negative 0.2. Then I will solve this one to get my X. So a negative 0.2 will multiply with 0.3. And then I will plus 1.55. Yeah, I will get my answer is 1.49. All right, this is how we actually solve A. Make sure you understand what is the meaning of standard score. And then the percentage of the chicken with the mass greater than 1.34. So that means the mass of the chicken need to be bigger than 1.34. Okay, in this topic, a lot of students are so worried if they write the equal sign is correct or not. If they don't write the equal sign is correct or not. In this topic, you have no equal sign and equal sign got no different at all. Both of this one is the same idea, only in this topic. All right, so you don't worry whether you draw the equal sign or not. Okay, so, but since it's greater than, logic, I mean, yeah, if you want to make this one very logic, so basically you don't put the equal sign lah. Mean greater than mean largest than, mean bigger than. All right, so I will change this one into the z. So this one is my x value, isn't it? So I have to use my x value minus the mean, and then divided my standard deviation. Right, so I will get some value here. So I will get 1.34 minus 1.55 divided by 0.3. I basically get negative 0.7. Okay, if I get negative 0.7, I will need to solve this one. Since it hang already, but then I just use it. Okay, I will draw out the thing here. This is a bell-shaped diagram. So negative, I just randomly draw this line over here. This line I just randomly draw. You can draw, as long as you make sure you draw on the negative zone, then everything will be good. Okay, so I say bigger, actually you have to go to on the other direction. Okay, I'm not sure what happened. Okay, so I said whenever you see the biggest here, that means you have to shade on the other direction. Okay, so I will actually shade on this direction. Okay, this is what is the meaning of bigger. If less than, that means you shade on opposite direction. Okay, this is the logic. Okay, now you want to find this shaded region. This shaded region already more than 0.5. You cannot straight away find from your table because your table maximum value is 0.5. So what you need to do is you have to use the total. Total of the bell-shaped diagram is 1. You minus the green color part. So I will use total minus the green color part. What do we call about green color part? Green color part is the probability z is less than negative 0.7. Because this line is negative 0.7, right? Going the other side means less. So this one is z is less than negative 0.7 equals to is equals to this one. Probability z is bigger than negative 0.7. Okay, so then I say many times, whenever you see less and negative together, you can change this one to bigger. So you change this one to bigger than 0.7, then it's equal to this thing, negative 0.7. Okay, because this is what we want to find. Please don't lose. This is what we want to find. So this one we just remain here. It doesn't matter. So what we need to do is this one bigger than 0.7. That means you can straight away find from the table. So you just go to your table to find bigger than 0.7. So let me take a paper here. Yeah, I should have a small table here. Yeah, you just take out your table and then you try to look for 0.7. 0.7, the table will tell you is 0.2420. Okay? Yeah. So therefore, your final answer should be 1 minus 0.2420. And then you should be able to get 0.758. Is this the final answer? The question actually asks about percentage. So this one is not your final answer. So what I will do is, since this is probability, I know probability I can change into percentage by multiply 100%. So I will say 0.758 multiply 100%. So it's 75.8%. This one should be my final answer. Because the question actually asks you about the percentage. So this is what we do if the question asks about percentage. Yes, I guess that's all for this paper. Yeah. Yes, it's hang again, but it doesn't matter since we finished it already. So I will stop the screen recording first. And then I will stop the screen recording also. Yeah. Is there anything you want to ask me before I actually end the class? I mean, on the next Friday, I guess it's the last virtual class we have. Yes, before you go to the SPM MF. So next Friday, I will actually go to the Johor paper 2. Yes, is there anything you want to ask before I actually end this class? Yeah, still has 16 viewers from YouTube. Not bad. Yeah, if there's no problem, then yeah, that's all for today. And yeah, as usual, the screen recording, I mean, I will upload one version is from my screen recording, and YouTube will upload for me within 30 minutes. So if there's no problem, yeah, try to digest about this paper. If you can't find this paper, let me know. I will actually upload these papers to my Facebook group. I don't know. I haven't checked out the paper 2 yet, but I will let you know after I check out the paper 2. Yeah, if you can't find the paper online, just let me know. Then I will actually post the question out to all of you to actually do this. Yeah, this paper one, some question is quite tough. I mean, not to say tough, it's a bit unusual. All right, but the rest, just make sure you don't do carry mistake like me. Yeah, then everything should be good. Okay, if there's nothing more, then I do not want to waste so much of your time as well. So I will see you guys. If those of you, some of you take math, tomorrow 8 p.m. we will discuss math. I guess tomorrow we will discuss on SBP paper for math, because math, I think we haven't discussed about SBP paper. We only discussed about MRSM. Okay, if there's nothing, then I see you guys soon. Yeah, thanks for the participating this class. Bye bye. See you.